Hello and warm welcome to all of you. Today I am here with the part 8 of the chapter The French Revolution. Dear student, in the previous lecture we discussed about the participation of women in French Revolution. As we discussed that from the very beginning, women were active participants in French Revolution. They hoped that their involvement would pressurize the revolutionary government to introduce some measure to improve their lives. Most women from the third estate, they participated in French Revolution. During the Reign of Terror, the new government issued laws regarding closure of women's club and banning their political activities. Many prominent women, they were arrested by the government and number of them were executed. The demand for equal political status like men continued for a long period of time in 19th and 20th century. Finally, the women of France, they got their voting right in the year of 1946. Dear students, today we are going to discuss a new topic, the abolition of slavery. In the beginning of the chapter, we discussed that many people from the third estate, they had to work for the first estate and second estate people as servant in their home, in their farm. Even they have to provide free services for the construction of road, canal and other things. So today we are going to discuss how slavery was abolished from the France. One of the most revolutionary social reform of Jacobin regime was the abolition of slavery in French colonies. In the previous lecture, we discussed that Jacobin government, they did many reform in French society. Even they opened the school for the girl of all the estate. So one such revolutionary reform, one such revolutionary social reform was the abolition of slavery by the Jacobin government. The colonies in Caribbean, Martinique, Guadeloupe and Saint Domingo were important suppliers of commodities such as tobacco, indigo, sugar and coffee. In those days, 3 colonies in Caribbean, Caribbean means West Indies, the island group near to America. So 3 colonies in Caribbean Sea, these 3 colonies were important suppliers of commodities such as tobacco, indigo, sugar and coffee. They supplying these commodities into European market, and in those days in European market the commodities such as tobacco, indigo, sugar and coffee were in great demand. But the reluctance of Europeans to go and work in distant and unfamiliar land meant a shortage of labor on the plantation. These colonies were controlled by European people. these three colonies were under the control of European power. But the European people, they were not ready, unwilling. They were not ready to go there at such a far place. So they were not ready to go there in Caribbean colonies, and they were not ready to work there for the plantation worker. So this was made by triangular slave trade between Europe, Africa and the Americas. These tobaccos, indigo, sugar and coffee, these are plantation crop, and these plantation crop require huge amount of labor. Means labor were required in great quantity. These European people, they were not ready to go there at such an unfamiliar place, and they were not ready to work there. So that's why there was a shortage of worker for the plantation owner. So this demand of worker was met by triangular slave trade between Europe, Americas and Africa. Between Europe, America and Africa. So demand of the labor was made by triangular slave trade between Europe, Africa and Americas. How? We will see. The slave trade began in the 17th century. French merchants sailed from the ports of Bordeaux or Nantes to the African coast, where they bought slaves from local chieftains. Now this slave trade, triangular slave trade, was started in 17th century. In 17th century, the slave trade was started. The European merchant, they traveled to Africa and they brought slave from the local chieftain. Chieftain, actually chief of the tribe. They bought actually a slave from the local chieftain from the Africa, and they brought them into these three Caribbean colonies. Branded and shackled, the slaves were packed tightly into ships for 3-month-long voyage across the Atlantic to the Caribbean. And these slaves were brought, they were branded, they were marked, and they were shackled, they were fastened, and they were put into ship. And from Africa, they started their journey to Caribbean Sea. 3-month journey from African coast to Caribbean coast. They started their sea voyage, a 3-month sea voyage from Africa to Caribbean coast. There they were sold to plantation owner. Now when they reached to Caribbean Sea, Caribbean island, so the merchant who brought them from the local chieftain, they sold them to the plantation owner. The exploitation of the slave labor made it possible to meet the growing demand in European market for sugar, coffee and indigo. As we discussed, sugar, tobacco, indigo and coffee were in great demand in European market, but these plantation owners in Caribbean, Caribbean Sea, in these three colonies of Caribbean Sea, there was a shortage of labor. So European merchant, French merchant, they bought a slave from Africa and they sold them into Caribbean Sea, Caribbean island, to the owner of the plantation So this way they providing labor for the plantation owner in Caribbean island. Here these plantation owner, they were doing actually the exploitation of the labor. These people sometimes they were not given wages, sometimes they were given only a food, and even in many days they were giving them very less food. So this was the exploitation of the labor. Port cities like Bordeaux and Nantes owed their economic prosperity to the flourishing slave trade. And these two, the seaport of France, Bordeaux and Nantes, they become prosperous due to this slave trade from Africa to Caribbean coast. Throughout the 18th century, there was a little criticism of slavery in France. The National Assembly had long debates about whether the right of men should be extended to all French subjects, including across in the colonies, including those in the colonies. There was a great demand of abolition of slavery. The people of France, they criticized this system of slavery. So there was a great demand, there was a long debate about right to the men also given into the colonies where France was controlling those colonies. But it did not pass any laws fearing opposition from businessmen whose income depended on the slave trade. There was a discussion, there was a debate for the abolition of slavery, but the Assembly of France was not in position to pass any law regarding to the abolition of slavery because they had fear of the businessmen. Because the income of these businessmen was totally dependent on the slave trade. It was finally the convention which in 1794 legislated to free all slaves in the French overseas possession. But it was in 1794 actually the National Assembly of France passed the laws regarding to free all the slaves across the overseas possession of the France. Means not only in France, wherever the France was controlling the colony, they decided to free all the slaves across the colony wherever the overseas possession was there. So in 1794 they actually passed the law regarding this abolition of slavery. This, however, turned out to be short-term measure. 10 years later, Napoleon reintroduced slavery. So first, in 1794, the Assembly passed the law regarding the abolition of slavery, not only in France, all over the overseas colony where France was controlling. But this measures was a short term, only for 10 years. After 10 years, in 1804, when Napoleon Bonaparte came into power in France, he reintroduced slavery system in France. So first it was cancelled or abolished in 1794, but it was for a short term period. Again it was reintroduced in 1804 by Napoleon Bonaparte. Plantation owners understood their freedom as including right to enslave African Negroes in pursuit of their economic interests. On the other hand, plantation owners, they were not ready to free the slaves because of this hard work of this labor. They become prosperous. As I told you, tobacco, indigo, sugar and coffee. It required huge amount of labor. So European people, they were not ready to go unfamiliar place of Caribbean coast in these three colonies of Caribbean, actually Martinique, Guadeloupe and Saint Domingo. So they were provided labor by the triangular slave trade between Europe, Africa and America. So they were actually not happy because of abolition of slavery. Because of the hard work of this labor, they become the prosperous. Slavery was finally abolished in French colonies in 1848. But finally, in the year of 1848, slavery was totally abolished, totally cancelled in France in the year of 1848. So friend, in today's lecture, two new terms are there, Negroes. Actually, Negroes, it is a term used for the indigenous people of Africa. For the habitat of African people, Negro word is used. And second term is that emancipation. Actually, emancipation is term used to free the slave. So here today we have discussed the abolition of slavery. Inshallah, we will meet again very soon with a new topic of the same chapter. Thank you for your cooperation. Thank you very much.